Hello, smart, successful lady bosses. This is Chanelle Washington, profit strategist, serial entrepreneur, registered nurse, business mentor, pumpkin pies mommy, and Philly girl living in VA. And I work with smart, successful lady bosses, helping them earn their next six figures. I also help my clients take a single source of income and turn it into recurring revenue stream. So let me take a minute. Tonight's live stream is a free class, Real Advice for Entrepreneurship. So let me take a minute and invite a few of you in the room. You're going to want to make sure that if you're watching the replay, that you definitely settle down with a pen and paper if you are able to. I know these gems are going to be great tonight, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing the live stream in advance and tagging other smart, successful lady bosses who are committed to creating a radiant life in business. And I'm going to be getting started in a moment. All right. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Ashley. Glad that you're here to join me. And I'm going to be getting started with the tips. I'm going to take my time a little bit tonight. Going to take my time. Had a great day yesterday. Actually, had the opportunity to attend an event with Master Life Coach Chanelle Cooper Sykes, and it was really, really inspiring, motivating. So here I am tonight, ready to teach. Give me a moment. I just want to reposition this a bit. Reposition just a little bit. Get me in the frame. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. So come on in, throw up some hearts, everybody. Tonight, I'm actually going to be teaching from a few books. We got some new books in, and someone shared a book with me by Melinda F. Emerson, Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months. And I thought it had some good gems in it, and I want to be touching from some points in this book. I've been an entrepreneur for 18 years, and there's a lot of things that I've learned, over the years, and I want to give my insight on the things that she touched on in her book. And the title of this book, again, is Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months. And I really just thought about the process that she mapped out as far as how she's teaching and how I differ, from some of those things, or, how and why my approach is different. We're going to talk about that tonight. So I'm going to get started. So in chapter 25, she talks about 10 things you must never forget in business. Hi, JC. Welcome, ladies. So 10 things you must never forget in business. And I want you to talk back to me. I want you to tell me what your thoughts are. Hey, Lorraine. Hi, Leah. And if you are how long have you been in business? How long have you been in business? I would like to know that as well. And then if I have time for some Q&A a little bit later, I will definitely answer some questions for you. I might have to get some water as well, excuse me. Okay, so let's talk about it. 10 things you must never forget in business. The first thing, and I'm trusting that you can hear me well enough because nobody said anything, but hi, Ebony. That you can hear me well enough. Hey, Courtney, please share this in the Radiant Living Biz Success Circles and any of the other groups. B&E group would be awesome if you could share this so that some other ladies can take advantage of these gems. So the first thing, a little louder, okay. The first thing that she states, the first gem, and I thought this one, I'm 100% in with this one. And let me know that you can hear me now, JC, with some hearts, if that's better. Make sure that you know how much profit is in every deal. Hey Sharon, hi JL, come on in. Make sure you know, hold on one second. Brenda, can you ask them to quiet down a little bit, please? Make sure you know how much profit is in every deal, okay? Oh yes, awesome. So Nisi's saying a recommendation, and you listen to the book on Audible. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you are getting insight from the live streams. That's why I come on. So wonderful. So profitability is so important, right? The things that you need to consider are, do you know the cost of your materials, whether it's a physical product or a service-based product, right? What does it cost you to offer that product or service? Then the cost of labor, okay? Are we factoring those things in? Just because you may be starting out, hi Shelly, hi Keitha, come on in. Just because you may be starting out as a solopreneur, or with one assistant or one employee, have you calculated your pricing in such a way to factor in the cost of labor as you scale and grow your business, okay? And then thinking about the overhead, okay? Look at all the things that, we utilize even in, online business, which your overhead can be lower, but there's still some significant costs that have to be paid. I pay for email marketing software, landing page software, web hosting, for my label, my virtual assistant team, advertising, cell phone. Like, are you factoring all these things into your price and then being able to really know how much is left over and what is the profit before you price, okay? So yes, I'm all in for that one. Number one, I'm in total agreement of that one being something that you must never forget. We're just talking about real advice for entrepreneurs. Hi, Ife, how are you? Thank you for being here, ladies. Please, if you're not typing, you're tapping. I should see a flood of hearts going up the side of the screen. Hi, Joanna. Welcome. So number 2, okay, the second tip that she talks about so far, again, I'm still 100% in. Customer service is the truth, the light, and the way. Melinda's saying customer service is the truth, the light, and the way. I wholeheartedly agree, okay? What matters is what your customer perceives, what your client perceives, and you have to really think about what brand experience you want to create, what kind of relationships you want to create. Just the small things, when I used to send out my Indigo Fair Beauty product orders, I would love to just take the time and, do a handwritten note and just my signature, be radiantly beautiful. That goes a long way, right? Thank you for those hearts. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you, ladies. She gave an example of how she outsourced. She had a client calling her the day after Christmas that they didn't get a product that was promised as, delivered as promised. And she was saying, wow, she outsourced it or had a subcontractor take care of it and it wasn't done, right? So she had to do some client recovery and, send them out a fruit basket or, something similar, and then was able to reestablish that relationship. My mentality, my thought behind it, is when it comes to customer service, hi Jocelyn, hello ladies, welcome, is to make it right, okay? Make it right. I believe this firmly because it's just not worth it for somebody to walk away being dissatisfied, spreading bad news about your brand and what type of, service experience they got. We know that people, talk much more when they're dissatisfied. I know I certainly do. I spread the word when I'm satisfied. That's because, as an entrepreneur, I'm a little bit more conscious about it. Good evening. Welcome, Brenda. Welcome, Omika. Please share this, ladies. We're talking about real advice for entrepreneurship. My name is Chanelle Washington, profit strategist, serial entrepreneur, registered nurse, pumpkin pies mommy, and Philly girl living in the A. And I work with smart, successful lady bosses, helping them earn their next 6 figures. The book I'm teaching from tonight, Brenda actually gave me this book because she went to her SCORE appointment. Shout out to Brenda Egby. She went to her SCORE appointment, and not only did it go to her appointment, but she was on the mailing list, so she found out about a workshop here in Atlanta and brought back some books, by Melinda F. Emerson, who is an amazing business coach and leader out of the Philadelphia area. So I'm excited to be teaching from this book tonight. Go ahead and screenshot it so she gets her credit, and if you ladies want to go grab it, Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months by Melinda F. Emerson. Okay? Go ahead and get that screenshot if you need to. All right. All right. So, yeah, customer service. So I was saying, own it. Own it. If something goes wrong and somebody's not satisfied or you drop the ball, I don't care what it costs you, go ahead and make it right. If you have to do a rush order, if you have to rearrange some things, for me, I remember at times where I dropped the ball, I would personally call the client, explain what happened, not making excuses, but let them know what the solution would be. I'm sending you out another product, I'm going to, and then I would do things without telling them that I was going to do, like send them a Target gift card, just to show them, like, I really appreciate your business. So, to be in business and to stay in business, no matter who your client is, even if you are in the type of business, where, like I know a lot of, us are watching our nurses and, even somebody like Tamara Neely, who has home care for the Carolinas, and her payments don't come directly from the client, but it comes like from a third party, like government contracts or things like that. You still want to, honor your clients and let them know that their feedback and their input is valued. Now, I will say this, okay? You may say, like, okay, well, what about the times when, it's like, is the customer always right? And we know if you've been in business long enough now, you will have some situations, okay, where you're like, like, is this person just trying to take advantage? Or, when is enough enough? And you will have to make those calls. You will have to make those determinations to say, listen, I value your business, but, our policy states X, Y, and Z, and I want to be able to come to terms with you and be able to, let you walk away satisfied. But there's also a limitation on what I can do. So your communication skills come in, and also thinking about the fact that, hi Taisha, welcome. Thinking about the fact that when you face those type of situations, think about, how can I learn from this and now maybe update my policies, re-educate my staff, change a shipping policy? Do I need a new vendor? Do I need different supplies? Like, what is it that you can learn? Okay, when I first got started and I was shipping my body butters and with my Integral Fair Beauty business, I love these glass jars. Like, the glass jars look so pretty when I would have my shows and I was selling my products. But when I tried to ship it and I got started shipping products, one of my friends, I remember, Malcolm, he ordered a product for his wife. We went to grad school together. I was in Philly. He was in Atlanta. And when he got it, it was totally broken. And I was like, oh my goodness, that pushed me. Of course, I had to replace it, but it pushed me to look for the right suppliers and find the plastic jars that I needed at the time that I felt was, a little challenging to find. But it pushed me to make changes to be able to, not have that problem again, because I can't be sending broken jars. I also, welcome Naisha, another thing it encouraged me to do is I went to the post office and I sat there and said, can you show me how to package my things correctly? You know, so as an entrepreneur, you're always searching, you're always reevaluating, you're always learning. You have to be able to speak up and ask for help. Welcome, Patrice. We're talking about real advice for entrepreneurship. Thank you for being here. And those are some of the lessons that I learned, you know, so you have to definitely, you know, be willing to ask for help. If you do have a situation where a customer is not satisfied or you drop the ball, don't be totally, you know, hard on yourself. It happens. It happens. And it can feel like really embarrassing. It can feel like, you know, oh my God, especially when your intention is great, you know, or you had a employee that didn't follow procedure or that dropped the ball, you know, you have to still remain, you know, rooted, you know, as the entrepreneur, as the business owner. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Patrice. Glad to see you, ladies. And just, you know, handle it. Make it right. That's just my thing. Make it right. I don't care what it costs you. I don't care the time you have to spend. Make it right. Make that customer happy. So that when my experience has been, when that's been the case, those customers have been some of my most loyal customers. When I messed up, totally owned it, and made it right, they have been some of my most loyal customers. Like, you know, especially when you're dealing with online business. I mean, I can't say, you know, it's either but I think they really appreciate it with online business because, you know, they can't just go walk up and knock on the door, okay, and say, knock, 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 you know, walk in the door. So when you show that you have integrity and you take care of them, they spread the word, they become loyal. We talked about that, you know, in Brilliant Branding and some of the things you want to consider. I'm so glad to see you ladies here. Welcome, Brandy Renee. All of you, if this is your first time here, post some comments, drop some emojis. How long have you been in business? What is your industry? What city are you from? Keep the comments going. Let's try to get to, I don't know what my average is for comments, but I would love to get to 250 comments in this live stream. So would you help me do that? If you're going to help me do that, please get started. Just start dropping emojis. And if you wonder why that matters, Facebook will make sure that more people get to see this live stream. As you may or may not know, because of the algorithm, you know, I have about 3,600 people that follow me, but you know, maybe a couple hundred will even see this live stream. So the more active you are in the comments, the more that you share, the more that you throw the hearts up, the more people get to see it in real time. So thank you for that in advance. And we're just at number 2, okay? We're just at number 2. So I'm going to ask, can somebody bring me some water, please? Thank you. Number 3, okay? Number 3. All right. So far, she still has me. I'm all the way in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So, number 3 is ABC. ABC. Ooh. My new Bluetooth fell out. Always be closing. Always be closing. You guys know I love this, right? As a 6-figure sales trainer, that's part of my expertise. Closing the sale. She said this. This is one of the things that you must never forget, okay? All right? 10 things you must never forget in business. Melinda Emerson, she's awesome on Twitter. She's a Philadelphia-based entrepreneur. I'm really proud of her. I got this book. She says, America's #1 small business expert. Awesome. And this is her picture, just in case we're going to deal with this book. I got this one, too. But gorgeous, gorgeous sister, okay? So we're studying from her book tonight, Real Advice for Entrepreneurs. This is the title of my live stream, but I'm bringing some gems from Melinda Emerson's book. Always be closing. Can somebody put ABC in the comments, okay? If you didn't hear it from me, now you've heard it from America's #1 small business expert that says always be closing. She didn't say at the end of the month. She didn't say when you feel like it. She didn't say when people are paying you attention. She said always be closing, right? So all my nurses out there, you know that ABC stands for something else, right? I'm not talking about airway, breathing, circulation. We're talking about always be closing. I'm going to give you some of the gems that she highlights, okay? Here's some key rules. Religious persistence. Religious persistence. Call, knock on doors, email your contacts. Be relentless in going after your target customers, okay? So yes, I love, part of my expertise is to help you attract those ideal clients, but you also have to do some work as well. You need to be able to reach out and to identify them, okay? And follow up with them. Lead with valuable content to spark their interest. A percentage of those folks getting your message will eventually contact you, and when the time is right, you will get the business. Yes, I totally agree, okay? She also states that create targeted marketing materials. Close. You must ask for the business. Somebody put that in the comments. You must ask, okay? You must ask. Yes, there's times where people just click, and I make passive profits and I make, money in my sleep. But there are times when you must ask for the business. There are times when you'll be at trade shows, and you have to, you built relationships, and maybe there are like, 100 to 500 other vendors. What are you going to do with all of those leads that you have, right? How are you going to follow up? Do you have a system in place to then ask for business? You must ask for the business. If you see potential customers, ask for an appointment. Ask if they're happy with their current supplier. Even if they're ecstatic with their current supplier, invite them to lunch. Offer a limited time discount. Ask them what it will take to get their business. I love that. What will it take to get their business? Okay? Listen, the ego, being an entrepreneur, all of that ego, all of that worrying about what will people think about me, you really have to get to a place where you are comfortable and confident in inviting people to work with you, inviting people to become your client, because you believe wholeheartedly in your solution. You know that you're helping them reach their goals faster. You know that you are the right solution to turn around their pain points, right? If you know that about your business, go ahead and drop some emojis, right? If you don't know it, how can you expect to close the sale consistently? How can you expect somebody else to buy into it? Annette is saying she would love to sell health insurance. Annette, we have one of my clients, Marquita Love. She's a nurse, entrepreneur, and she just recently added that to her streams of income. So if you're not part of the Radiant Living Biz Success Circle, I encourage you to request an invitation. But I'm going to remember. Let me just write it down. I'm going to remember. So Marquita Love. Okay. And Annette. If somebody could tag Marquita, that would be great. Lathan. Okay. Health insurance. So I will make that connection for you. Okay. Awesome. Great. So ABC, always be closing. She also says, all right, now we're at number 4, okay? So far to recap, number 1, make sure you know how much profit is in every deal. Number 2, customer service is the truth, the light, and the way. Number 3, ABC, always be closing. So far, I'm on board. So far, I'm Team Melinda, right? I love this. These gems so far. Number 4, pay attention to detail. Pay attention to detail. Welcome, Wanda. Welcome, Tadea. Come on in. We're talking real advice for entrepreneurship. Pay attention to detail. Okay. Well-written marketing and collateral materials. She talks about making sure you double check your work, you proofread, having somebody else look at your materials. This is something I've been guilty of, not necessarily in materials, but in my emails, I'm typically so fast that, I can take the time to slow down and also delegate, and get support for somebody else to put their eyeballs on my work, okay? And that's one of the things that, as you grow, why it's important to be able to outsource some things, have a team, because you cannot do everything, right? In the beginning, of course, it's just going to be you, but you want to have a plan so that, as your business grows, as you need more support, there's so many pieces: branding, marketing, sales, inventory, product development, networking, staff development, your own personal development, your finances, your accounting, the legal. Like, it's so many things, so many pieces to building a 6-figure business, 6 or 7-figure business, right? That we want to think bigger, right? So pay attention to details, really tightening up, right? Effective meeting management. She talks about responding. She said that this is important. Respect your client's time. Service-based entrepreneurs, be on time, be early. Okay. She says, if she says she only has 20 minutes, then that is all the time you have. If you keep her for 45 minutes, you have guaranteed you will not be asked back. So finally, make sure you focus on what you want the outcome of the meeting to be. Oh, this is so good. Whether the next step whether it is a next step or finalizing a contract. So respect your client's time. Show up with your meetings knowing what it is you want to accomplish. Be prepared with your marketing materials. Be prepared with your sales materials. Have your invoices. Have your contracts. Be ready to do business, okay? Number five. If you're ready for 5, put a 5 in the comments. Thank you for sharing, ladies. If you're just coming in, we're talking real advice for entrepreneurship. My name is Chanelle Washington, profit strategist, serial entrepreneur. I've been in business for 18 years. This is my second business, my consulting and training firm, Radiant Living Biz, where I work with smart, successful lady bosses, helping them earn their next 6 figures. But I've had a wealth of experience in my first company, Indigo Fair Beauty, where I manufactured, retail, wholesale, marketed my own plant-based beauty products. So we're ready for number 5. So I'm just chiming in on some of the gems that Melinda Emerson is sharing in her book, Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months. And she has a chapter 25, 10 things that you must never forget in business. So number 5, nothing beats a professional presentation, okay? Bring your A game. She said you can't bring your A game in your B suit. How you look and speak sends a message to the customer. Bad impressions are often deal breakers because they diminish trust. So be prepared, from our appearances to our business materials. So if you have a brick and mortar space, if you're at an exhibit, let me tell you one thing too. And this is something that a mistake, or I'm going to call it a lesson that I want you to learn from. If you are ever going to a trade show or to set up and vend or anything like that, and I used to do a lot of vending with my products, and I had a lot of things to bring with me. The setup, the inventory. Hey Malachi, how are you? Welcome. And let me tell you, you gotta plan, you gotta enlist some help, and you have to arrive early and just anticipate all the different, moving parts that can happen when you go to a trade show or an exhibit or expo to set up, right? Because it can be a lot, it can be a lot, especially when you're the face of your brand. And, I would have to get ready. So I should have been looking a certain way, but then I have to bring boxes in from the car, set up, where's my space, and the event organizer, organizer may or may not be totally ready, right? Or where your space is. So you just have to, you don't want to be getting there just like right on time, okay? Hey, how are you? You don't want to you want to give yourself enough time. That has to do with professional presentation. And sometimes I would not give myself enough. I would underestimate the amount of time that it would take me to get myself ready. You know, anything you can pack the night before in the car, having a checklist, you know, hi Denise, how are you? Having a checklist of everything you need to bring. Again, if you can have help and assign that person, listen, this is what I need from you. This is what I don't need from you. Like, this is your role for today. This would really help me if you can support me in this way. Those type of things. That has a lot to do with professional presentation, because I'm telling you, one lesson I learned, one time I can still remember it. I went to one of the natural hair expos, and I used to go like every year, but I was late, okay? I didn't give myself enough time, and I missed out on really one of my spots. Like, I should have been at more of a premier spot. And I didn't have that spot, and I was there so late that it was really nothing for me to do about it at that time. So I missed an opportunity, you know, and those are the type of things that, you know, hey, Akash, congratulations. Nasare, how are you? He's a new groom. He has a beautiful bride. Akash, I'm just talking about real advice for entrepreneurship. Akash, we go way back. He's an amazing entrepreneur. He's in India. He worked with me on my first business, and now he's a real boss doing big things in India. So I'm glad that you're here. So yeah, be early, ladies. Be early, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare. You know, think about how not just your marketing materials, your business cards, your brooch, you know, your banners, but how you your preparation. You know, it says a lot. It doesn't matter that it was a physically challenged. It's no excuse, right? Yeah, I had a lot of boxes. Yeah, you know, I had to set up, but other people did it, and they got there on top. So, you know, those are just some lessons, you know, that some of the things that I had to learn the hard way that I want to encourage you to be prepared and expect to win. Hi, how are you, Regine? Glad that you're here. So that's number 5. Nothing beats a professional presentation, okay? And she talks about it. People are reluctant to spend money on vendors who don't look right for the services or products that they are representing, okay? I'm wonderful. Yeah, and another thing is a pet peeve of mine. If you go to an event, okay, and you're vending, do not sit behind your table, okay? Stand up. Be ready to do bit. I don't care if it's 3 people in the whole place. Like, get up, stand up, be ready to greet your prospects. Make time to network with the other entrepreneurs like that are there. If you get there early enough, you can build relationships and meet a few people, at least your neighbors, okay? Be ready. Have change. Like, just so many things that I've learned, like, you know, with that checklist. Do you have your change? Do you have extra nowadays? You know, back when I was doing it, we didn't have all the cell phones and the technology and, you know, 50,000 electronic, but do you have a backup charger? Do you have, you know, everything you need to do business and not be stuck, right, and waste the opportunity? So that's number 5. Nothing beats a professional presentation. Number 6, qualify prospects. This is a big one. She says never forget it. Qualify people before talking to them, before having a meeting with them, you know, that they are, you know, they're qualified to do business with you, okay? She says, as an entrepreneur, your time is the most valuable thing you can give anyone. I'm going to say that again, okay? You get to choose who you spend your time with and who you give your time to. You don't have to allow any and everybody to suck up your time. You can qualify your prospects. You should be qualifying your prospects, okay? Your time is the most valuable thing you can give anyone. Qualify prospects before you agree to meet with them. If a client does not have a budget yet, perhaps they are not ready to buy, okay? Conduct as much pre-work over the phone as possible and develop a checklist of things you need from a client prior to developing a quote or attending a meeting. If you can, offer to host the meeting in your office so that you lose less time if he doesn't show up. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. And she also says a few more things, like the being early for appointment things, right? Being early. Check for traffic jams, okay? Have an idea of what parking is available near your client. Check the weather and allow for time to walk to the building, right? Nothing worse than having the opportunity of a lifetime and you're late or you're scrambling or you're sweating because you didn't give yourself enough time, okay? Great advice. Great advice. So, number 7. She had another. This book is good. I recommend it. It's so many things. I mean, I can't cover every little thing, but it's really, really good. It's really good. If you're just coming in, I'll hold it up again. Become your own boss in 12 months. Even if you're already an entrepreneur. She has this one and she has another one. Fix your business. And I'm going to touch on this one as well. A 90-day plan to get back your life and reduce chaos in your business. So let's talk about number 7. If you're still with me, put a 7 in the comments. I don't see any hearts. And I'm giving you guys a recap of this book. So if you're appreciating the gems that you're getting, throw some hearts up. Share this if you have not shared it. And we're going to get into number 7. We have 3 more to go. Thank you, Sansaray. Thank you for those hearts, ladies. Here we go. All right. Get it in writing. Something you must never forget. Get it in writing. Okay? Get it in writing. She says her brother is an attorney, and he has a saying. A conversation never happened until you get it in writing. Woo! Boy, oh boy, is this a good one. Okay? There will be times in your business when you deal with clients who promise you things or tell you it's a deal, and then things fall apart. Do yourself a favor. Do not start any work or ship any product until you get a signed contract or purchase order. Welcome, Vic. Let me say that again. Do not start any work or ship any product until you get a signed contract or purchase order. Do not be desperate, so desperate, right, that you are doing work for free or you're allowing people to take advantage of you. That's the fastest way to get burnt out in business. That's the fastest way to not be profitable. That's a real fast way not to be profitable and not to get paid. And you did work or you put out expenses, for cost of materials, labor, etc., and you don't have a contract. So you don't have a purchase order. You don't have it in writing. Unfortunately, everybody's integrity is not like your integrity. Okay, and I can definitely vouch for this one because, I'm a type of person, like, if I give you my word, I want my words to mean something. Relationships mean a lot to me. But everybody, listen, when you're in business, you got to get it in writing. Okay? You have to get it in writing. Yes, send follow-ups, memos, and emails. Make sure everyone is clear to the expectations and deliverables, especially when your clients need to provide information. Make sure you know the names and the titles of people you are working with and where they fit in the corporate structure, and always ask for business cards. Can't say, oh, she told me, or this person said, be thorough and get it in writing, okay? Number 8, if you're ready for number 8, welcome to Veta. Welcome everybody who's here. We're just talking real advice for entrepreneurship. My name is Chanelle Washington, profit strategist, serial entrepreneur, registered nurse, business mentor, pumpkin pies mommy, and Philly girl living in the A. And I work with smart, successful lady bosses just like you, helping them earn their next 6 figures. I'm excited. I'm on fire. I filled my cup yesterday, so I'm here with a free class for you. And if you're ready for number 8, go ahead and drop an 8 in the comments. Keep those hearts going. If you're not typing, you're tapping. If you're not tapping, you're typing. So here we are. Number 8. Thank you. Use reference letters as a report card. Wow. Let me see what she really means by this. If this is what I think. Okay, what I think she means. So she says, use reference letters as a report card. Ask for reference letters from your clients. There are several reasons to do this. It helps to build your business. It provides constructive feedback and encourages the client to think about their experience with your company. If they won't give you a letter, you need to know why. You need to make sure you're doing an excellent job. The letter will help you understand what you could have done better and what the customer liked about doing business with your company. People like to see letters as proof of your good track record. You can use the testimonials in your collateral materials. Now, I love that. Yes, Courtney. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Courtney, for sharing that and tagging Sharice. Welcome. Yeah, I asked her, see, I'm learning because I always ask for testimonials, but I've never asked for a letter. I like that. Depending on your type of business and your industry, that I like that tip. Okay, we're almost done. Number 9. Manage your client's first impression. Manage your client's first impression. There is nothing worse than calling a place of business and having someone unprofessional or rude answer the phone. The person answering the phone is your first line of offense. Someone who indicates the culture of your business and your brand. You must make sure this person is polite, friendly, and helpful. Come on now. Can I get an amen? Don't we all know this? Right? But it still happens, right? People take you for granted. People take the fact that, there's not competition for granted. They take the fact that people want to settle for any old, kind of communication and any kind of greeting. It matters. When you're spending your money, when you make a decision to vote with your money and your dollars, it matters. So for us entrepreneurs, let's make sure we've taken the time to hire right, to train right, to develop right, to evaluate right, so that you have the right person in the right place. Yes, Regina's saying the gatekeeper. Absolutely. So important. Again, never be desperate. Never be so desperate that you just take anybody's help. Oh, well, let me get my cousin. Come on over here, girl. Answer the phone so I got to run. No. Right? I'd rather you utilize a voicemail service than to have someone answer the phone that, all over their tone of voice and, how they conduct themselves is an aversion to your business. Okay. Welcome, Lorraine. Glad that you're here. We're talking about real advice for entrepreneurship. So that first impression. Okay. And for those who utilize, phone systems, I gotta be honest, I don't do a lot of voicemail, with Radiant Living Biz. I had my clients do a lot of communication with me through email, or they book a call, and that is how. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, like my new dude girl. Thank you, appreciate that. They book a call with me. But as I grow, right, and that is my intention to grow, then I will have to reincorporate, a phone system. So answer properly. If you do have the type of business that people are relying on you picking up the phone, answer the phone promptly, okay? She's saying it should be no more than 2 to 3 rings. Identify the company and then yourself. Good morning. This is Melinda Emerson's office. Sonia speaking. How may I help you? Okay. And then, may I put you on hold? Yes, right? Teach your receptionist to ask before, just hold on. Like, how many people, hold on, click, or just click, and you like, really? Like, come on now, okay? For home-based businesses, Get a separate phone and fax lines for your businesses and use voicemails. I would also suggest using an answering service and forwarding your phone to your cell phone to increase responsiveness. Do not broadcast how small your business is by using the family answer machine, right? Yes. Well, the book, we are, hey, Angela, hey, Jen. This is Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months by Melinda Emerson. And this is chapter 25 that we're digging into, talking about real advice for entrepreneurship. She's saying 10 things you must never forget in business. And so far, right, I'm all in. I'm all in. Yes, so Ebony says she has a virtual office. Yes, absolutely. Those are virtual offices are available if you need the address, you know, and phone number and even a place to meet. A lot of these places are available if you need to meet clients, you know, at the site, and it can be, you know, in a nice professional environment. That is available. Hi, Mocha, how are you? Okay, so the final gem, okay, Jennifer, do you use faxes within your business? Me, I don't use, right now, I'm not using a lot of fax, but I did use this software app where you're able to like scan or take pictures and then even go ahead and fax from my iPhone. I try to do a lot from my iPhone. But there's a lot of e-fax services, you know. Listen, there's a solution for it all, right? There's a solution for it all. And especially those, you know, who have virtual businesses, online businesses, you know, continue. That's why we talk about, you know, being a lifelong learner, going to, you know, places like SCORE. You know, Brenda went to SCORE and you know, she came back on fire, and she brought, so everybody thank Brenda because she brought me my book. Let me show you my signed copy. Is this the signed copy? I think I got the right one. Hold on. Wasn't this nice? She thought about me and brought me back a signed copy, right? Isn't that nice? Right? So, yeah, you have to, those of you who have the Nurse Boss Bundle, the Lady Boss Bundle, my blueprint, you know, if you're newer in your business or you're growing your business, there is a blueprint. Success leaves clues. You do not have to be trying to reinvent the wheel, you know, figuring out things for 5,000 years, right? There's a smart way to do it. There's a strategic way to do it. Welcome, Tanya. Glad to see you. So I'm proud of Brenda for doing that, you know, because she's coming back like on fire, like, yes. So she went to her first SCORE appointment, but because she's connected with SCORE, she's now going to workshops and growing her knowledge. Okay. So number 10, and we're talking about real advice for entrepreneur, studying from Melinda Emerson's book. And she's talking about 10 things you never can forget in business. And so far, I'm in agreement with these things. Number 10, always fill the pipeline. Always fill the pipeline, okay? So before you can do ABC, always be closing, you have to fill the pipeline, okay? No matter what else is going on, always know where your next bit of business is going to come from. Listen, y'all, I'm feeling this one. In the fourth quarter, I'm already working on contracts for the first quarter of the calendar year. Here are some strategies you may find useful. 1, find out your client's budget schedule. That's a good one, okay? You must constantly be working your contacts to determine when they are planning budgets and when their budgets close. With that information, you can position your projects and activities for that client so that the money for those projects will be earmarked in their budget. Nurture your relationships. All right. How many of you are really nurturing those relationships? Turn contacts into contracts by staying in touch. Okay. Don't just buy contract management software. Use it. Call every quarter to check in. Send an e-blast monthly. Listen, I send mine twice a week. Okay. And mail holiday cards early. Make sure you thank all your customers for their business. If your customer has awarded your firm a significant large contract that year, send a gift for the holidays. I love these tips. Girl, she is doing it in this book. I'm telling you. When it comes to nurturing your relationships, how many of you are using email marketing? How many of you, how frequently are you sending out broadcast messages to your subscribers? If you need help with that, if you want to see, if you want to swipe file for exactly what I'm using to generate over 10K in my business monthly, the link is bit.ly/RLBEM. bit.ly/RLB as in Radiant Living Biz, EM as in email. Go ahead, grab those swipe files, because we know you have to nurture the relationships. You build, you create lead magnets, you get emails. Now, are you sending them out? What are you saying, right? What are you doing to move the relationship closer to you being able to close a sale? Okay, so that's it. Always fill in the pipeline. Okay, and then here's the final one. I love it. Prospect everywhere and all the time. Somebody say everywhere and all the time. Not some of the time, not most of the time. She says all the time, okay? Make sure everyone in your circle knows what you do and has enough information about your company to refer people to it. I want you to start dropping your intro about your business. What do you do? I'm giving you your chance right now. What do you do? Drop it in the comments below, so as people watch this, if they have a referral for you, I was just able to connect Annette with Marquita, who wanted some information about starting a health insurance business, okay? Prospect everywhere and all the time. Make sure everyone in your circle knows what you do and has enough information about your company to refer people to it. Read local business journals, business magazines, and your daily newspaper's blog to find RFP advertisements and leads. Attend seminars, business opportunity, breakfast, and procurement events to constantly meet people that might be new contacts that can generate some business. Okay? Small business development centers, chambers of commerce, and minority and women's business organizations sponsor these kind of events monthly. Take advantage of every opportunity to fill your pipeline. Prospect everywhere and all the time. I love it, okay? Samantha, let me read these. Let me get these for you, ladies. So Brenda, personal care for mental and developmentally disabled, okay? And if you have your business name, share that as well. And your city. Samantha, one of you already signed up for my email marketing. Thank you. Private home agency, startup and consulting. Go ahead, Samantha. Anointed Hands Hightower. Let me bring this thing closer because it's still cutting me off. Give me a second, ladies. I'm stretching and that's not good. Okay. Angela Griffin. Let's see. I help businesses build their credit, not linked to their social security number. Awesome. Jennifer Shannon, event coordinator. Brenda, Messenger of Comfort LLC. And if you ladies have not, if you're a part of the Radiant Living Biz Success Circle, which is my private Facebook group, I want you to post some emojis below. If you like the gems that I've been dropping, you like my teaching style, you like the other smart, successful lady bosses who are here. And if you're newer, I invite you to request an invitation to the private Facebook group. Only, let me say this. I got to qualify you, right? Only if you plan to be a participant and not a spectator, okay? Only if you plan to come in and truly nurture relationships, okay? Every Tuesday night, we have a free success call. And I know everybody can't make that call, but you can listen to the replay. You can come introduce yourself. You can share a tip. You can come in on Thursdays for live stream Thursdays. This is still, listen, it's not too late. You can come on in, Build relationships. Everybody's always looking for new business. How can I grow my business? How can I get more clients? How can I make more money? But you will have a network, a circle right in your hands, and you're quiet and you're not serving until you want something. So it's not everybody, right? But it's too many. It's too many, right? It's the majority that I see. It's the minority of people who show up consistently, like Tina, like Jane, like Ashley, like Charlotte, that I know by name. I can tell you what they do. I can refer them, right? Like Marquita, right? Like Tamara, like Brenda, okay? Don't wait until you need something for somebody to show up, okay, in a group and say, hey, this is what I do. This is what I'm offering, right? So build relationships. Be someone who serves. Be someone who is looking to see, how can I support somebody else's business, right? Let's go get this book, Become Your Own Boss in 12 months. If you need this and you need this information, you're still growing your business. Yes, this is another person who could be considered my competitor, but it's good information. I want you to have it, okay? Go get it from Amazon, wherever, right? Become Your Own Boss in 12 months is quality, well written. And that was just one little teeny chapter with some gems in the back, right? Great, really thorough. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed, and I'm proud of her. So we've been studying from this book tonight. Any questions? So Angela. Okay, so Celentria says, Angela, I love to speak with you. Yes, it's about building those relationships, ladies. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you earn your next 6 figures. I'm here to help you master the art of closing, to be able to attract your ideal clients, to be more strategic in your business, to do things smartly so that you can, it's about, listen, she said it, okay? Y'all hear me say it all the time, but she talked about make sure you know how much profit is in every deal. She said ABC, always be closing. She said prospect everywhere, and all the time and everywhere, right? These are the same things I come on and tell you. And this is America's #1 small business expert, okay? I've been telling you these same things in my live streams, same things, and this is confirming it right here in this book tonight. So I trust that you got value from this class. I'll likely take a break. Pumpkin Pie is still running around. She shouldn't be, but I'm going to take a break, and I'll likely be back. But don't hesitate to reach out to me. My company is Radiant Living Biz, LLC. I'm here in the Atlanta metro area. You can find me across social media. Post a comment below. And I love to answer more questions as it relates. If you got some good takeaways, if you're watching the replay, feel free to share this, tag it. I hope we got to our 250 comments. If we didn't, help me get there. Keep commenting. Keep tagging people till we get to 250. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening. More Radiance.